Oh, shoot. Thanks. Thanks, Sheldon. Appreciate it. Apparently, my other mute. Always in a testing phase. All right. So, today's topic is how do I check my immigration case status? And the first question is where your case located. Now, USCIS has it available online, uscis.gov. Now, if you file your case online, then it shows it right on the spot, okay, in the box. All right. And then, but if you didn't file it online, that's okay. You can file it, you can just copy and paste the receipt number, type it in to find the case status. There's tools and resources on the USCIS website. Now, here's a frustrating part. You might think, well, the, does the does it provide me information that's helpful, right? And unfortunately, it's not that helpful. Okay, because most people think it could be like the pizza tracker with a certain company in America. That's pretty good. Like, okay, it hits, you click deliver, or even Uber, Lyft, like your food, any food delivery app that your preference. Which, by the way, drop in the comments. Let me know which one you prefer. Right now, we're using Uber Eats more often, but anyways, if you whichever one you use, they're pretty good from what I understand to update you, like your food's in prep mode, it's in the car, it's on the way, or it's been delivered, right? That's really the three main things. Now, I wish, and then not just that though, because that's what USCIS does. They provide that particular type of update, but they don't tell you like how far along you have left, how much time has passed, and then how far along in the future you have to the next step. That is what USCIS is missing, or and even National Visa Center, they're missing that as well. Okay, so hopefully, um, so I'm sharing this because if you have the opportunity to file online, and it's not going to solve the answer, but at least you can get the receipt notice sooner than later. Hey, what's going on Instagram? Thanks for following us, waving back at you. But most people ask, okay, I filed a petition, and I heard from someone else. It took them like 8 months. It number one, it depends on the case type. There's several different relationship types that you can file under petition, right? You have the immediate relative classification. That's three different ones, three different relationships. Marriage to U.S. citizen. Um, you're filing for a stepchild, for example, that you got married to their parent, biological parent before they turned 18, and you filed before they're 21. That's one relationship type. Or you're filing your U.S. citizen, adult U.S. citizen, and now you're filing for your parent. Okay, so that's three right there. And then the family preference. There's so many relationship types there, but it's not all in the same bucket. Okay, even though the petition's the same, it doesn't mean that one case will be processed faster. Now, I don't know if you want to call it assurance, but when it's a family preference case, I would not worry so much about it taking a long time to get a decision. All right, because what's up, Tiffany? Welcome, welcome. Hitting the waves over there, waving at you. I wouldn't be so concerned about the approval or processing time for petition when it's a family preference. More so, unless it's a sponsorship by a spouse who's a resident, because the visa bulletin right now shows current for that. Now, if it's any other family preference, it doesn't necessarily matter so much because of the processing time to wait for the visa. I'm sorry, not processing time, but the visa, waiting for the visa to be available. And as you could imagine on the visa bulletin, if you've looked that up on the government website, Department of State, it's a long freaking time, except F2A. So if you're F2A, then you need to hurry up. Don't wait. Okay. Now I have to give my legal disclaimer here, and that is for your situation, you still need to consult with a lawyer. And this is legal information, of course, but you need to speak one-on-one with an attorney to make sure you're qualified and eligible to file the application. Because I would just hate for you to be in a situation that you filed an application and it turned out you go to the interview and you weren't eligible legally, okay? Because anyone can file the application. That's the easy part, okay? It's just, and it's not always just about, hey, what's up, what's up? It's not just about like, okay, the USCIS accepted my money, so why not? It's no big deal, right? Yeah, it can be a big deal. So I'll give you one example. Is it a better strategy to file as a resident or your sponsor to become a citizen? This is legal strategy right here. It de- Number one thing is it depends if you enter the visa or not, possibly, and if you have overstayed your visa. So if you entered without a visa in the United States, then you might as well have your spouse who's a resident to file for you because that person counts as a qualifying relative for family unity waiver 601A. Now, if your spouse who's a resident, is considering to be a U.S. citizen, I would encourage that if number one, so you can vote, and then an election. Number two is so that if you entered with a visa, that's more advantageous because then you don't have to leave the United States for the visa interview abroad. There's a key difference. It will save you a lot of fees and a lot of time, processing time, because a waiver application is taking quote unquote 24 months, taking forever. It's ridiculous. Okay. Thanks for joining. I know this is just a lot of information. So if you're tuning in later on the show, you find this helpful, please bookmark this because maybe someone else can find it helpful as well. I'd like to take this opportunity to let you know that we do offer free 15-minute preliminary discussion to answer questions like this, or even if it's appreciate the hearts, thank you so much, or even if it's, hey John, I'm thinking about getting married. I've been with this person for like many months, many years, but I just because pandemic or for travel budget wise, I you can't fly to each other, which of course I find that very unfortunate. I wish you both the best, but there are options. We do have clients that get married remotely. Okay. Now, of course, this is after you have confirmed that this person is the right fit. I wish you the best on that as well. Whether you find your companion on any of these dating apps, probably not Tinder, I suspect. But if you have success on Tinder for a long term relationship, let me know in the comments. I'm always interested. My friends are wondering the same. My lawyer friends. So, anyways, yeah, appreciate the love. That's a great question, right? So if you know anyone that has success on that, any of these dating apps, and don't want to, the thing is, I joke about that stuff, but at the end of the day, when you file a case and it should have been approved, and for one reason or another that the officer denies it, I understand everyone has a limited budget, of course. People are getting ready for the big or the Black Friday deals, but you might not forget about hiring a lawyer. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Do you value a good deal on TV or TV deals, or you're going to save that money for attorney fees? Okay, I know some attorneys could be more expensive than others, but make the best choice for yourself for your future. Lock in that legal status, okay? Because we do hear about a lot of problems, even when they hire a bad fit attorney, as I guess you can say. So good luck on that, making that decision. I'm just out here just trying to share information. If you prefer to pick a lawyer, hire a lawyer that's in your local area, that's great. Um, Pick whoever's you're comfortable with. That's number one. Of course, Ting Law Group that I operate and manage, we help clients all over the world and across the country, and we're one of the law firms that were um, already meeting clients on by video before the pandemic. So we were already ready to go. Um, the cause of that is because I had a little kid back then, so I had to stay home anyway. So if you have any kids, drop in the comments. Let me know how it's going for y'all. Happy pre Thanksgiving. Where y'all traveling to? I'll be here in Houston. I don't want to say stuck, but I'll be here in Houston. Where are y'all visiting your fans and friends and family? Let me know in the comments. Hey, thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Wave, wave, wave. Okay, if you enjoy this information, please hit the hearts. Um, drop in a question in the comments. Okay, happy to help point you in the right direction. What's you have a mindset block, or you think you can't file for any particular reason? Maybe you can. Okay, we get those kind of questions a lot. I recall that we do have a couple clients that they applied for the um, visitor visa, and they thought they I don't think they were completely aware about filing a petition, that they thought they could had to file a visitor visa and then come into America and then file petition. So to each their own, but this is why it's just advantageous at least to have a consultation with an attorney, even if you don't have the budget in the future for an attorney. You never know. We do offer light plan, three different plans: light, pro, and max. And it just depends on the services you want. But the more services you want, of course, the more cost it will be, because we really try our best to provide the best customer service of any law firm. It's not just immigration. In fact, you might think that you get a lot of that maybe we bug you too much. I love those emails because then it shows to me that we're doing our job. We're updating you. Okay. I've actually had someone say, take me all those emails. I'm like, okay, I mean, we tried. So, anyways, just think about that. And by the way, if you have any questions about a specific case type, we probably have a free guide about it on our website. Okay. So, at least on YouTube, I can share an example. If you go to greencardguys.com, go right over there. And I can't see that on Instagram. Sorry, folks. But you go to our website, greencardguys.com. There's different ones: family options, employment options, and of course, options to sue the US government. I know everyone loves the US government. It's not just Republican or Democrat, Libertarian. We all love complaining about the government. So, regardless of party. So, consider that, okay? Because we do have conversations with US attorneys quite often, and they actually want to help. I know it's strange, but most people think, if you file, the most common question we receive is, if I file a lawsuit, will that result in a denial of my case? If you were going to get denied anyway, they would have done that already. Okay. Unfortunately, it's really because if you haven't received a status update or anything from the USCIS or State Department, your consular embassy, most of the time it's because they're very unorganized, but sometimes it's because they're discriminating under the CART program, okay, against Muslims and people from Middle Eastern countries, unfortunately. Okay, AB Samuel, thanks for the question. Your fiance filed a 129 fiance visa petition using her passport. Ooh, okay. Okay. It's been almost a year and she wants to come see you. Is it possible for her to get the passport back? Okay, so I'm assuming she gave the original passport. Number one, for anyone else watching, pro tip here: don't give original documents. Photocopy with a color or black and white is sufficient. Okay, so um, if possible, I recommend that she apply for a new passport. She's most likely not going to get that back from the US government. Okay, unfortunately. Um, they're not good at doing things internally, as you can imagine. I mean, a news bulletin just came out last week saying, please, asking us, at least attorneys and people who are filing on their own, please do not use staples. Don't even hole punch, because you hole punch, it's going to make it difficult for their ability to scan documents. So they're asking us to make it easy for them. So imagine that it's going to be difficult for them to provide your passport back. Okay, they don't have you. It's like in our law firm, at least, we have a very tech friendly um, system, so that if you call about your case, we can pull it right up. You're not going to have this like old school mentality law firm where we have to dig it up in an old yellow legal pad. Okay, it's not how it works over here at Ting Law Group. We have everything like one of our clients just commented about their case processing last Friday, I believe, or Thursday. I appreciate the question because I could at least discuss his case without mentioning his name on the spot. Okay. So that's how we're able to provide updates as soon as possible. We had some good news today, actually, out of embassy consulate out of Cairo, Egypt. Client was we just provided all that we needed to for the National Visa Center so that the consulate embassy could schedule the interview. That in between that time, that was about 2 weeks max. So that was great. That is very rare. Now I'm saying I cannot guarantee outcome of scheduling interviews. That is definitely something I cannot guarantee. But that part of that reason it could get scheduled sooner than later is because our internal system with our team, we're on top of it. Okay, we're at the end of the day. I don't know how other law firms can be slow in producing to the next step, but we're quick. Okay, if the government's asking for something today, we're gonna give the government those documents and submit that form today. I have I don't know if I don't think my team hates me on that, but we have a pretty good system to get it going. Okay, to get it filed to the next step. Hey, all right, I'm gonna hit the waves here on Instagram. Okay, I'm new to Instagram doing these lives, so I appreciate if you can share and bookmark it to share with your friends, or even bookmark it for yourself if you got some value from this call, some tips. Okay, let's see here. I'm looking for comments on YouTube. Let's see here. Any pressing questions y'all have? Of course, if you're not comfortable sharing questions on social media. Completely understand. Maybe you want to DM me, DM my team. You're welcome to do that. Or go to our website, greencardguys.com, click on contact us. Okay, I'm going to show you on YouTube how to do that. Okay, click on contact us page on the top, and then towards the bottom in the middle, take quiz, answer a couple questions, and then it's going to take you to the next page where you can self-schedule an appointment. Isn't that crazy? We allow anyone to self-schedule an appointment, free 15 minutes. Now I'm going to share the secret code so you can unlock those free 15 minutes towards the end of the show, maybe another 5-10 minutes. Um, I know I ran a little later today, and the real thing is because a lot of our callers, people that tune in, you already have a lawyer. And I don't like to step on anyone's toes, but someone commented the other day, I think you might be on right now, is that you haven't heard from your lawyer in a long time. And who knows, maybe they did everything they could on the legal end, but they're not updating you. You call, you ask, you email, and you haven't received a any kind of question about that, okay, or response about your inquiry. And I find that unbelievable. Okay. And unfortunately, you feel forced to like maybe hire another lawyer and pay another set of fees. And yeah, I don't know. At first, I thought it was just pandemic. I don't know what's going on. Pandemic has made some law firms better, more efficient, but some have just gone to the wayside. So if you have a law firm like that, you need to take quick action because if you don't get an update in general and something could have been done, then that could have been a lot of time wasted. Now, I'll give you one quick example, then I'll respond to Candy's comment and question. The thing is, we have a lot of calls like this, and sometimes it's been a year. And when we look at the case file, we even if you can't get the file from your current lawyer or past lawyer, we send them a consent form that you sign, and they give it right away. So it's weird, right? They like respond to us quickly, another lawyer to lawyer, but they could have done the same thing with you. So again, I find that mind boggling. But here's the thing, okay? What's up? What's up? What's up? Marriage DEV number one. Okay, Candy 8080B. You came with K1 visa. Congratulations for getting that issued to you. Oh, but you did not get married. Okay, what can I do to change status? Now, I don't know if you want to share these personal details, Candy, or you can DM me. But I'm going to make an assumption that you did not get married because you didn't want to actually get married with that person. So I'll respond to those two scenarios. But if you did not want to get married to that person, and that's why you didn't get married, then you can't adjust status any other way. Okay. But if you didn't get married within the 90 days because, things came up, family, work, whatever reason, you had to travel, you want to make the argument that, you're still intent to follow the K1 requirements. Okay. So Candy, if you're here overstayed hypothetically and you're not intending to get married to that your fiance, then you definitely need to speak with a lawyer. Okay, well, I guess either scenario you need to speak with a lawyer, and you need to be aware of. I think you know this already. Unlawful presence. When you hit 180 days of unlawful presence in America and then leave 180 days or more and then put one foot outside America, doesn't matter if it's whatever beach it is, they could technically argue that that you've triggered the 3-year bar. Now, if it's 365 days or more, and then you step one foot out, that's a 10-year bar. Now, there is a waiver possibility after that, okay? But you might not be eligible for it, okay? That's a whole long conversation. And so that's why you need to speak with a lawyer one on one, okay, on this kind of strategy. Hopefully that helps people because people ask me, oh, like, or have asked, can I enter on K1, but can I get married to someone else? Unfortunately, that's not how it works. I mean, you could. The local county is not going to stop you. Your marriage wedding officiant is not going to stop you because they don't know your immigration situation. Even if they did, they don't have the immigration knowledge to provide that advice. Okay, so there is no mechanism on the local level to know about your K1 entry. Okay, even if you tell them, they're not going to be able to give you that advice. so, so yeah, you would have to depart timely before triggering the 3 or 10 year bar. Okay. Hopefully that helps, Candy. Welcome to DM or anyone else that has a similar scenario. DM or give us a call or fill out the form on our website, greencardguys.com. And now is a great time to segue and share the secret code, at least on YouTube. I can share it visibly, but the code is, write this down, Green Card Guys. Okay, you could have guessed it. I know, too easy. But I always prefer that you stay tuned into the rest of the show so you can know you can get all the tips. Okay, that's the main thing. Here to help you solve your immigration problem or prevent it from happening in the first place. Now, folks, the key takeaway here on the topic for today: how do I check my immigration case status? I talked earlier about USCIS, then, but the other thing is, if your case is with National Visa Center, that is probably the most frustrating because they don't have a case status tracker per se. Okay. Number one, it takes about a month to get your new case number after your petition's approved. So hopefully that helps. Let's see. Wave, what's going on Instagram? So I have to leave soon because I have another team meeting and to get work done for you guys. Let's see here. Let me see. But you can, one thing with NVC at least, you can submit an inquiry. Now, will they provide anything specific in response? They might not. It just depends. But you want to check in with them, especially if it's been 1 month and you have not received your case status. I'm sorry, your case number. Okay, because you need that case number to take it to the next step to fill out the DS 260. Even before that, you got to pay the fees. You got to upload financial documents, a lot of different steps that our team provides you the mini step-by-step checklist and timeline. So you know what to do, or we do it for you, but you know exactly what's going on. All right. Thank you so much. And until next time, please stay safe.